Hi, I'm Marcia Banks, and I'm with Odyssey of the Mind, Switzerland. My aim is to promote this program, this educational program, throughout Switzerland. It is a worldwide program, but very, very little known here in Switzerland. So what is it? Odyssey of the Mind is a program that embodies the spirit of creativity, of higher order thinking skills, of teamwork, of respect, and in the end, about caring and showing kindness to other people. It is competitive, but in a very, very kind way, and I'll try to explain that. So the program is for students ages 7 all the way through university level. And there are 4 divisions based on your age. But the problems that they are given are all the same. And they are all open, complex problems that the teams of 5 to 7 have to resolve together. Some of those problems are spontaneous problems. So they come into a room, and on the table will be some straws, some paper clips, and a problem is read, and there you say, okay, now, you have 8 minutes to construct, with these materials only, the tallest tower you can that will hold this golf ball or whatever. Then they have these long-term problems. Now, long-term problem is also an open-ended, complex problem. And you have, from now until the regional competition, 1st of March, to work on it. But come the competition, you only have 8 minutes to set up your props and demonstrate your solution. This, so it's open, it's complex. Now, I was told I couldn't use a PowerPoint, so I was trying to think of what other prop I could use here. So Odyssey of the Mind improves, it allows children to apply their talents and their skills that might not otherwise be recognized in a regular classroom situation. It encourages the children to follow their curiosity, their creative instincts, which they have. And for some reason, during their school years, it kind of gets toned down. It encourages them to ask questions. It encourages them to listen actively to one another. We teach explicitly how to work as a team. Now, I'm a pedagogue. I'm a teacher. We don't teach kids how to work as a team. We say, okay, now, you 5 over there, you go and work on a team. Well, what does that mean? Oh, you did really well. Well, what is it about well? So we explicitly help and coach the children to listen, to respond with respect, to respond with a question, to give feedback, but don't criticize. Criticism is not allowed. Put-downs are not allowed. You don't put down a team member, and you don't put down other teams. So it promotes respect. You respect the other teams that are working on the very same problem as you do. And so what's neat about it is that there are umpteen solutions to any one of these problems. And when you go to competition and you see hundreds of these same problems being presented, every one of them has a different solution. And that's cool. Kids learn to realize there isn't just one answer. There are many good answers, and some are more effective than others. What it also allows, now the gifted kids really thrive in Odyssey of the Mind. But we should take all kids who are interested and committed and want to put in the time. So we take in a lot of different learning levels. And with that, we see some incredible changes in their behavior, in their academic studies, in their self-esteem. And I've got a couple pictures here of two little boys here. This was my team a couple years ago. I had a team of 7 little boys, 7-year-olds, 1 oppositional defiant, 1 with no social skills, several of them with severe ADHD, bouncing all over the walls. And I said, oh, I just want them to get on that stage and do their problem, and I'll be happy. And by February, those 7 boys blew my mind away. They were a team. They supported each other. They did really well in their spontaneous problems. I took them to competition. I took them to Poland for the Eurofest. Now, Eurofest is Odyssey of the Mind Eurofest, and it is a program run by volunteers, and teams from all over the place come. So we are paired with China, India, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Poland, Germany, Russia. And so one of these teams then is paired with 2 other teams, and together they have to resolve another complex, open-ended problem during the few days they are there. And those 3 teams then come on stage, and all 21 of those kids have to represent together their problem. These kids overcome language barriers. I have to overcome a language barrier. I'm working with a coach who's Russian. I don't speak Russian. And then I've got someone from Poland, and I don't speak Polish. So we have to overcome the language barriers. The kids have to overcome the language barriers. And they have to overcome and accept and respect cultural diversities. Now the team, I have 8 minutes? Or oh my God! Okay. What's really cool is that the team, it's the children that solve the problems. You, as a coach, may not solve the problem for them. You're there to coach them, to keep them on track of what they're going to be scored on. But the kids have full ownership of their problems. The other neat thing is when you go to competition, the kids cheer each other on. So they say, oh, what problem are you doing? Oh, I'm doing problem number 1, division number 1. Oh, when are you presenting? I'm presenting Thursday at 8 o'clock. Cool. We're going to go. We're doing this very same problem, but we're going to be there to cheer you on. So the kids' teams are cheering on other teams and going, yay, that was really cool. I really like the way you did this. And so it breaks down those barriers. And these kids, through this program, they learn about teamwork, respect, tolerance, taking calculated risks. This is a girl who is on the autism spectrum. You wouldn't know now, she's just quirky. But when she first came in Odyssey of the Mind, she did not speak. She just kind of looked this way. And she went to she went to Russia with me, St. Petersburg with me. We didn't earn too many points because she wouldn't speak. But she came back with a smile on her face because she was part of a winning team who went. And the following year, she went to Berlin with me for Eurofest. And she came back with a bigger smile because her team had come in first place on the Eurofest problem. And here, this girl, her team got the Renata Fusker Award for taking the highest risk on their technical problems, the highest risk of. It was the most creative technical things they had with the highest risk of it not working. Odyssey of the Mind is absolutely awesome. And I think there are lots of good programs out there, but I think this is one way for us to prepare the children to make this world a better place. These kids are going to be the problem solvers of tomorrow. The problems we have today, these are the kids who are going to resolve it. Now, just finish with one quote from a year 12 kid who still comes over and tries to help, and he said, Marcy, this is what you should tell the people, the judges. In a world that is more and more threatened by different types of segregation and stereotyping, it is imperative for the children to be more open-minded and respectful towards others and learn how to share ideas for a more peaceful and brighter future. That's Lauren Roop.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Well, amazing prop. Congratulations on that. So are there any questions from the jury? Yeah, there's one from Greg.
Thank you. One question, how do you actually get into the school? I mean, those programs, how do you work with governments, or how do you?
Yes, that's my goal. So it's run mostly by volunteers. I happen to be a teacher. Well, I'm a principal, actually. I used to be a teacher. So I started this a few 10 teams in my school and personally coach 2 after school hours and on weekends. And I just go to different schools and say, you know, you're talking about creativity and critical thinking. What are you doing about it? I've got a program that's going to help you. So I've got it now in 5 different institutions. And my aim is to promote it through Switzerland because I know it makes a difference. So I have to do what I'm doing right now because it takes so much time and energy. You need to have someone who's passionate about working with children and who's not afraid of not knowing the answer. I don't know the answers to any of those problems, but I am blown away by what the kids can do. So I have to go and sell a pitch and be there to help them and be there to help the coaches because the coaches are intimidated by the problems.
And apart from Switzerland, are you in which country?
Worldwide. Okay. You know, Poland has 550 teams. China has over 100.
Excuse me, could you please use the mic for the answer? Please, thank you very much.
It's huge. It was started in 1978 in the United States. And it's in, Poland has 550 teams. Germany has about 500 teams. Russia has 3 associations. China has over 100 schools. India is getting really big as well. Singapore is huge. Mexico, Argentina, Canada, Belgium is small. So there's a network out there. I've got friends all over the world. We are an Odyssey of the Mind family, man. And if I want to go to Kazakhstan, I know I can go there. So it's about showing the benefits to the kids. And I just need to get that out into other schools. I need to.
I think there's one short question from Tarun, and there's going to be one from Azadeh. We have 1 minute 40 left.
Okay.
The long-term complex problems, are they kind of, I mean, you know, are any of the sustainable development goals amongst them? This is that kind of problem?
It's STEM. It answers all the STEM initiatives, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I only have a minute. I would love to tell you what a complex problem would be if I'm allowed to. No.
What is the complex problem? No, it's another question. Yeah, is this part of a curricula? And what is your aim in Switzerland? Is to get it in schools? Okay.
Yeah, depends. If you're, there are 2 schools that have implemented this as part of their curricula. There are 2 very small private schools, and they want to do something to stimulate those who are high potential. Haut potentiel. Donc, c'est à moi de traduire tout ça en français pour eux, mais ils ont ça dans le programme. In my school, it's an after-school activity, but the foundation that I work for actually likes it, and it's in all their documents, and I swear I had nothing to do about putting it in there. It's one of the things they say, this is how we address, one of the ways we address creativity and critical thinking. So it will depend on the schools. Mostly it's after schools. So yes, my aim is to go out to the schools, to reach out to the schools and show them what they're missing.
Okay, thank you very much again for that presentation.